August 4, 2026. Today's reading from Encounter with God. The Costliest Sacrifice. Opening prayer. Thank you, Jesus, for your death, resurrection, and now your intercession for me at the right hand of God. Read Isaiah chapter 52, verse 13 through chapter 53, verse 12. The suffering and glory of the servant. See, my servant will act wisely. He will be raised and lifted up and highly exalted. Just as there were many who were appalled at him, his appearance was so disfigured beyond that of any human being, and his form marred beyond human likeness. So he will sprinkle many nations, and kings will shut their mouths because of him. For what they were not told, they will see, and what they have not heard, they will understand. Who has believed our message, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed? He grew up before him like a tender shoot, and like a root out of dry ground. He had no beauty or majesty to attract us to him, nothing in his appearance that we should desire him. He was despised and rejected by mankind, a man of suffering and familiar with pain. Like one from whom people hide their faces, he was despised, and we held him in low esteem. Surely he took up our pain and bore our suffering, yet we considered him punished by God, stricken by him, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed. We all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to our own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth. By oppression and judgment he was taken away. Yet who of his generation protested? For he was cut off from the land of the living. For the transgression of my people he was punished. He was assigned a grave with the wicked, and with the rich in his death, though he had done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it was the Lord's will to crush him and cause him to suffer. And though the Lord makes his life an offering for sin, he will see his offspring and prolong his days, and the will of the Lord will prosper in his hand. After he has suffered, he will see the light of life and be satisfied. By his knowledge my righteous servant will justify many, and he will bear their iniquities. Therefore I will give him a portion among the great, and he will divide the spoils with the strong, because he poured out his life unto death, and was numbered with the transgressors. For he bore the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Reflect. The extraordinary price paid for our sin tells us the gravity of our offense toward God. Here comes the most powerful passage of the servant songs. We, us, our is interwoven with he, him, his in chapter 53, verses 1 through 6, where the servant, he, is depicted from the perspective of the we group. The latter is probably a group in Israel who, with hindsight, are able to understand the meaning of the servant's suffering. They recognize that the servant did not suffer for his own sin and wrongdoing, but he bore their pain and suffering for their rebelliousness and sinfulness, bringing peace and healing to their lives. They all have gone astray, like sheep, each one turning to their own ways, but the servant willingly took on the sheer weight of iniquities the Lord laid on him. Obviously, the group has seen God's hand in the servant's suffering. He was punished by God, stricken by him, and afflicted. The Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. Why should he be punished? Why didn't God simply grant people forgiveness, which is so much easier? However, the justice of God doesn't allow sin to go unpunished. A penalty needs to be paid either by the sinner or through a substitute. God made the servant's life an offering for sin. He died for others' sins, bore their punishment, and set them free. The group of believers in Isaiah chapter 53 knows that they are saved and chosen by God. Today, we also belong to this group. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. God's great love for us is fully demonstrated through this. For the immense cost that Jesus has paid for us, Paul reminds us to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. Truly, he deserves our all. Apply. How do you feel about the servant's suffering in the passage? Which part of the text touches your heart most deeply? What would you do for God in return? Closing prayer. Thank you, Jesus, for being willing to pay my debt, to suffer and die in my stead. Help me to express my gratitude in ways others can see and be drawn to you.